Good evening, everyone. My name is Fatima Rodriguez Cava, and I'm a junior social work major and Africana Studies minor here at Winston-Salem State University. And today I'm sharing with you all my presentation on my interest in the child welfare field of social work. So we'll get started. According to the National Association of Social Workers, NASW, in fiscal year 2014, an estimated 702,000 children were found to have experienced maltreatment, with children under the age of 1 being the most likely to have been maltreated. Child welfare social workers focus on helping children and their families stay together and solve the needs within the home. Child welfare social workers also intervene in cases of neglect or abuse. As a social worker, your main priority is to protect and advocate for your client, as well as educating the individuals around that client and strengthening relationships. So as a child welfare social worker, you're working on prioritizing and advocating for your client, as I stated. No matter what the family may be saying, your other social workers or supervisors may be saying, well, listen to your supervisors, but no matter what the family is saying, you are advocating for that client, and you're listening to your client, and you're working to better your client, and you're working to also help those individuals around that client understand what you're doing and what the client needs at that time. Some requirements. To become a child welfare social worker, an individual must complete a bachelor's degree in social work from a CSWE accredited college or university, complete a master's degree in social work from a CSWE accredited college or university, have experience through a field internship or placement, pass the Association of Social Work Boards exam or ASWB exam, and complete continuing education units to maintain licensure, and also have a passion to want to help people. So as a social worker, the CSWE is the Council of Social Work Education, and they determine what requirements or hours we need as social workers that let them know that we are ready and prepared to go out into the field and help these clients. Most people, they may get their bachelor's degree and go straight into DSS or whatever their field of interest may be. Some continue with a master's degree. A lot of individuals say you do better with a master's degree. Personally, for myself, I want to earn my master's degree and also work towards my my doctorate degree. And so I hope I'm able to obtain that. Salary. In North Carolina, a child welfare social worker earns $49,448 a year. A day in the life of a Child Protective Services CPS caseworker. It looks like reviewing alleged cases, investigating and interviewing, collecting evidence, and developing helping plans. As a social worker and a child welfare social worker, a lot of the times you're overloaded with the amount of cases that you have, and so it's really important to stay managed with that, have good time managing skills, and always self-care. Excuse me. I chose to become a child welfare social worker because I was a child who dealt with abuse and neglect growing up. My mother was an alcoholic and my father was emotionally abusive growing up. My siblings and I grew up having to learn to depend on ourselves and each other to survive. We knew that the situation we were in was not ideal, and so we never ended up reporting it to child services out of fear that we would be separated. I want to be able to change that narrative regarding social services, as well as fixing these broken homes so children will never have to fear leaving. As I grew older, I realized social worker was meant for me, so I could prevent these experiences from happening to someone else. I chose social work because I really enjoy helping people, and I hope that nobody has to go through those experiences or worse, because there's so many bad things happening in the world to our children and our youth, and we need to make a difference. And finally, these are my references, or they should be my references. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, references. Sorry. And where did they are my references. Thank you.